All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. And once again, this is the Hero Hour, and we just got somebody sneak in. What's up, Kodiak? Let me check the volumes real quick. Artist Andrew speaking. All right, we're good. We're good. Hey, man, how's it going? Kodiak, are you there? Whoa, how's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. And I had a kind of tragedy today, but
Oh no.
Yeah, we found the I don't even know if I want to say. Well, let's just say we had a animal death in the family.
Oh, okay. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, it does, but it sucks.
It does. It does.
But other than that, yeah, it's gone pretty good the past couple days.
Oh, good. Good.
Well,
all right.
How's the store coming?
At this exact moment, very, very slow. I'll have to tell you guys kind of the issue, kind of the problem I ran into. The former tenants of my unit put up some drywall, which at first I thought that's fantastic. One of the walls was just all drywall. So that means I could hang stuff and no big deal. Well, whenever I went up and touched the drywall, it wasn't secure. It wasn't connected to anything. And these flippin' idiots hung up drywall and in most of the places didn't screw it to anything.
What?
Then in
how
turn,
did it hang?
They used tape. They used
like drywall tape?
No, they used leopard print duct tape and taped some of the pieces together.
I don't even. Dude, it was hard. I did drywall, and it was hard to even get the screws sometimes to hold that stuff up.
And well, hence my dilemma. Well, the very top, I guess they cut the drywall and it didn't fit perfectly. There was big, huge gaps in it because they did a really crappy job putting it up there. So they shoved styrofoam between the drywall and the top of the ceiling, and then they drilled pieces of wood like in between, holding the foam core, not the foam core, the crap in place. And that stuff kind of like just fell off when I pulled on it. It's like the last thing I want is for pieces of the wall to come falling down on top of people's heads. So I took all the stuff that was above, and they also hung the drywall wrong. And instead of doing it sideways where it has more places in which you can secure it, they put it up straight. And the drywall is only 4 feet wide. The studs, the metal studs that were there, were 58 inches wide. So in other words, they put 2 pieces up and just taped it down the middle. It's like, oh my God. So my dilemma was deal with it as is or take it all down and redo it properly. And I chose to take it down and redo it correctly. Yeah. But the bad part about that is I don't have a lot of time during the week to go and get this work done. And my goal was to have the store ready by Saturday.
Yeah.
And the flea market's only open till 5. Well, I work normally till 5. Sometimes I can leave a little early, but I don't have days worth, an hour's worth of time to go in there and do this, except on the weekend. So I was talking to my wife this evening. It's like I could probably have everything done if I went in and did it for one whole day, like Saturday, but that's a whole day's worth of sales I potentially lose. So the thought is do it right.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And then there was the idea of getting half the store done to the point where everything else that has to be done is minor. I don't need saws. I don't need, stuff like that. I don't have to cut wood. Like if all I was doing was drilling wood together, like one of the things I did is the racks that I'm putting the comic book boxes in, I went ahead and measured, cut all the wood for it. So all I have to do is just screw it out all together and it's done. So I don't have to have a saw. I don't have to have people walking around while I'm sawing stuff. But I could put those together while I'm open and, that type of thing. But There's just a lot of work that I would not be happy with until it was done. So
probably wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't you had to dance around that tricky time schedule.
well, yeah, exactly. Well, if I can throughout this week, if I can get at least 2 sections, which would be 16 feet worth of drywall up, I'll be happy with that, But of course, taking down drywall and all that styrofoam and all that crap, like a huge mess all over the floor. So today I was there cleaning up, and I forgot the broom, so I've got screws all over the floor and all rusted screws all over the place. So it's just I'm trying not to let it get me down. There's just a lot of work that's going to be involved in this, and oh well. Hey Eagle, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know who was in this space before me, but the leopard pattern duct tape was just too much for me. It was just too much.
Can you say it, ratchet? Do you even know? You don't probably know that term.
No.
Ratchet. I don't even know why it exists, but it does.
Okay.
It's like when you see those people in those yoga pants that are leopard.
This might have been they might have been using it as a clothing store, and that type of thing was cool, but it was just too much.
Yeah.
But see, I went out and bought the paint. I got the paint brushes and everything. I'm gonna paint. Right now it's like this lime green, and I'm gonna do it in just plain white.
Could you imagine who the person who they sue though? If that falls and lands on somebody, they sue the market, not the dummy who put it up there.
Well, one of the things they do is they advise it's up to you to insure your space.
Okay.
Or you either insure it or you go self-responsible. So, but yeah, insurance is definitely something I'll be acquiring before very long. Yeah. Hey Rick, how's it going, man?
Hello.
Hey Rick.
Just thought I'd come and peep in.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, you're allowed to sneak in. Hey Avery, how's it going?
What's up?
Demands.
I didn't say sneak in. I said peep in.
Oh, peep in. Well,
all puns intended.
Yeah. Well.
Gross.
Hey, did you know that Golden Age Blue Beetle is in the public domain, but DC has a trademark on the name? What does that mean? Does that mean you can use it inside the book?
Yeah, you could use the character inside of your book. You just
you can
call your
him
book.
Right. You can't put it on the title on the cover page, but you can call him Blue Beetle all you want inside it, right?
Yeah, it's just like with Captain Marvel, not like Shazam Captain Marvel. Yeah. They can call him Captain Marvel inside the book all they want. They just can't put the book title as Captain Marvel. Technically, I think they could have done that with the movie too. Called him Captain Marvel inside the movie.
They should have.
Yeah, they missed a really good joke if they didn't.
They need to do that because they can't just call him. They can't call him Shazam because he can't say, "Yes, I'm Shazam." Oh, there goes the secret identity.
That Brie Larson's.
Well, that's actually a joke in the movie. If you've seen it, have you guys seen the movie?
No, I have.
Okay, well, the part where he gets all the family around and they're all
spoilers.
The spoilers, everybody. And he says, "All right, everybody, say my name," and they all yell out, "Billy!" It's just really funny. Oh, I'm sorry. I still get a kick out of that part. Let's see here. What am I drawing this evening? I've got an idea that's part of the backup story for Hero Book 3. A series of characters that I think might be really cool.
Do you have all this stuff for Book 1 done? That supplemental stuff?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, maybe you should concentrate on that.
No, I think I'm going to work on what I want to work on. Thank you very much.
Okay. Cool. Enjoy coloring book 2.
Yeah, well, that stuff was that stuff was intended to be part of the Indiegogo. The Indiegogo didn't happen, so.
I thought you said that story still had to get done and be part of book 1.
It does.
So,
but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be until. I don't have to do it right this second.
Excuses.
Well, I just.
He's full of them, dude.
Yeah, well. It's
not that I wouldn't. Not that I wouldn't try those excuses myself, but probably.
Well, it's all right.
We just gotta tease you.
Well, very soon, I'll have more time to work on art. One of the things I told Jen I was thinking about doing, I have to make sure I have enough room to, but I'm thinking about setting up my drawing table at the store, and it's a pretty decent size drafting table.
Back in like 08, 09, when I first married Tara, we did some flea market stuff out there. And I don't know if it's the same flea market, but they had these guys that did glass blowing, and they had a store, of course, of all his stuff, but you always could watch him work.
Mm-hmm.
And I at the moment I was like, man, I wish I was a great artist, and I would have a table set up so you could watch work while so maybe something like that.
Yeah, well, one of the things I was floating the idea to Jen, because right now my drafting table is disassembled and in the shed. And it's been there since we moved into the house because there's just not enough room here for it. And, because it's a pretty big table. But she was like, you should have it facing this way so that you can see people as they come into the store. But then I'm like, well, then they can't see what I'm doing, But if I turn it around so people can see what I'm doing, I got my back to the store, so I'd have to put it up against one of the walls, and it's
you just have a mirror in front of you.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it, but one of the draws that my store is going to have is the art and my art, and like I told Jen, I have a renewable resource, and that's my art. If people come in and they see it and they like it and they buy it, I can make more. It's not like comics and Legos and stuff like that, where when I run out of them, I'm out of them, So the goal is to get people to come in, whether it's just to look at Legos or whether it's to look at toys or comics, and have them be able to see all the art and all the other stuff I have, and
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what you could do is you go buy all the 50-cent comics at your local comic book store, bring them to the flea market, and sell them for $1 a piece.
What do you think I've been doing for the last 2 months?
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
You'd be surprised at how well that works. Because I can find some choice books in the 50-cent bin. And when I know what it is my customers like one of the guys that comes over every week buys like older books, and he doesn't really care about condition, He's not too concerned about, the titles, as long as they're not modern stuff, So when I go to the 50-cent bins, I see something that a couple of 60 cents and less type of books, I'll pick them all up and sell it to him for,
double the price.
75 cents or 80 cents or whatever. So yeah.
It's called capitalism, Rick.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I suggested it? I didn't know he was doing it. You can't read his mind.
How do you think I was showing you all those 50-cent books I bought for? These are all the ones I bought in order to take to the,
Well, I thought you bought them like years and years ago, and you just had them in storage, and now you're just selling them.
Well, a lot of them were, but I go to the comic book store at least, once every couple weeks,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna choke.
You're gonna choke. You're gonna choke on what?
I'm laughing at Avery. I'm laughing at Avery mocking you.
Oh, well, that's not unusual.
So, do I tell you the tragedy or not?
That's up to you.
I don't know if it'll bring the stream down.
Well, Avery likes the idea of pets passing away. So.
I don't think he'd like this. I honestly don't, because it's real. It's a little too real. It's kind of like it's one of those preventable but yet accidental. So
I know Avery well enough to know that if there's somebody dying in the story, even if it's a pet, he'd be happy to hear it.
Well,
the suffering of others brings me a lot of joy.
He has this story he tells me about a kitten, and I'm not going to repeat it, and I'll ask him not to say it on this thing, but he takes so much joy in telling me this story. It's really disturbing.
well, this has to do with the kitten. So
no, not a kitten.
yeah.
Do you need a kitten?
My wife's we have, but it was my wife's kitten too.
It was your wife's kitten. Oh no! What happened to your wife's kitten? Oh, I don't want to know.
Was it the one? Was it the one I saw on the road?
No.
Jesus, Avery.
That's the story. I mean, dude, like back leg twitch and head swing.
No, that's stop. I don't.
Oh man, I've had that happen. I was delivering pizzas, so I couldn't stop.
Oh, I didn't. I'm not the one that did the damage.
Oh, ouch.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Did you get out and poke it?
No, I didn't stop. I kept going. I almost hit the lady that did stop.
Ooh.
Because she stopped. I'm like, it's like, you can't help that thing.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yep. Yeah, it's no, but it is that bad. No, I woke up this morning. I just built a pond a couple months ago that's just now getting started. I'm raising koi. All right, so it's a pool pond. It's not nothing. I can't afford nothing fancy, but it's one of them Walmart $100 pools. Big enough to raise koi in. So I was working in it. One of my pipes had a hole in it yesterday, so I ended up having to work until dark time to fix everything. So my filter, which is basically 2 trash cans, but it's efficient and it's got a UV light on it, I had to kind of take it apart real quick, reassemble it where it took that pipe out of it. So I jacked it up onto cylinder blocks.
Oh no, I know where this story's going.
Well, I woke up this morning, first thing I needed to do, because I also created, god damn it, why did they do that? I created my own little skimmer, which skims all the crap off the top of the water, which was working great. So at 12 o'clock last night, I walked outside. Everything was fine. I wanted to make sure it wasn't draining the pond or something catastrophic. Catastrophic.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
That one was for Avery.
Now you're just being coy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I guess the cat did something to itself.
So I come out there, and
I just hope you're not kidding us.
Oh, Jesus, Rick, you're on a roll. I walk out there this morning, first thing, go check, make sure everything's kosher with the koi pond, because I'm more worried about the koi because God forbid, who thinks this kind of thing is going to happen? I'm more worried about the big giant birds getting to my koi. So I walk outside, and there's what looks like a raccoon, a fat, bloated raccoon floating in my pond. It's the kitten. Technically, this pond is too big for this kitten to jump into. So, I looked at all the video. Nobody went out there. Nobody messed with it. You just got to kind of have that kind of thought process for a moment.
Right.
It managed to, the cylinder blocks that are the filtration stuff on, it had, the only thing I can figure is it climbed up on it and went to jump on like the railing and fell right in.
Right. Well, we've had cats who didn't really know what water was, think water was a solid surface, and jump into it and go and freak themselves out because they don't know they've never seen water before like that.
Yeah. And that's the thing is I just filled it up to where the cat I just doubled the water. So if it was 24 hours before, we'd just have a wet cat, but it would be in there crying, but we'd have got it out, So
yeah,
it sucks, but we'll survive and move on,
I took no pleasure in that.
I told you, it's not.
It's a sad story.
I'm not sad, but I took no pleasure in it.
Right.
Yeah, as soon as you just started to describe the setup, I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So.
Now you would think you would go, I was stupid and I let the cat outside and it fell in a normal ground pond. But this is a pool. Dude, it's hard for me to get in this thing to clean it or do whatever. So I'm like, I never foreseen a cat getting up in it. Then a baby cat.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, they're smaller. It might make it easier, but still.
You know that saying about curiosity killed the cat? It is absolutely true. They are curious animals, and they're dumb too. So
yeah, I've seen that with these things.
Yo.
hey, what's up, Todd?
It wasn't me.
How's it going?
Todd, hello.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good. So happy to hear from you. We never hear from you anymore.
Well,
you're so busy, you know.
I have, 2 kids.
2 kids, yeah. You know what? There's a couple other people here that have more than that, and so we don't feel sorry for you as much anymore.
What?
And Kodiak's got 12 all by himself, you know.
Yeah, he's got like 20.
Yeah.
Well,
He's got more kids than Mike Miller.
His wife loves him and loves making babies with him. So
maybe he just
So
keeps
much
making
so she had my tubes tied.
and it still doesn't stop her.
Maybe he just keeps making mistakes.
Oh, if I had a newborn though, guys, y'all wouldn't see me. I
Yeah.
hear that newborn in the background.
Oh yeah, and she's in a different room.
Yeah, you know that chemically actually does it when they scream like that. Both the male and female parents have a chemical reaction to that. You ever had the baby scream like that? And
My chemical reaction is called whiskey.
yes.
You put it in the formula.
That's right.
No.
No way, man. That's for me.
Yeah.
He has already say. He tells his daughter, "Hey, go get Daddy his drink. Go get Daddy his baba."
Yeah, time for Daddy's special baba.
You can hear that screaming. She's behind 2 closed doors.
Now I know why I've been an alcoholic for 12 years.
You know, one of the common threads with all Alzheimer patients? Children.
They want
They all have children. They all have children. It doesn't affect people that don't have children.
Oh, I haven't even
By
got
the way, this isn't
yet.
This isn't a scientific study that I did. Yeah, this is just,
Yeah, they're just making it up.
It
I'm
sounds
just making it.
unbelievable.
Oh, well, name one Alzheimer patient that you know of that doesn't have children. Doesn't exist.
See, this just opens a door for me saying I can't remember and then freaking out.
That's called sleep deprivation because you have babies.
That's right.
Multiple babies.
Yes, right. Andrew, did you get your prayer badge?
I did get approval for mine. I'm still waiting to hear back from Mike.
Right on.
And my brother-in-law really wants to go this year, and I told him if he can end up going, if we get a badge for Mike, he can share, and we can fend off with him. Now he's got family that lives in New York, so if he travels up with us, he won't. I'm not going to impose him on you at all, but so don't even think that. But he does want to go, so we're going to try to. If we can get, all I really have to do is get the second badge, and then we're good to go, But I haven't.
What's that for?
New York.
Comic-Con?
Yep, New York Comic Con.
Is that a summertime thing?
Yeah, it's a Comic-Con badge.
Did you say a summertime thing?
Yeah, is that this
it's
summer?
October,
October,
yeah.
I might actually be able to make that and help out a lot with the everything.
When in October?
I did apply for a table like the first or second weekend in October. I did apply for a table, and I haven't heard back from that yet.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know if I'd be willing to do it, but we'll see.
When in October?
New York is such a cesspool, but it's not like I still have always wanted to see at least once, like the architecture, the just be in New York once, you know?
It's not a total cesspool.
Cool. Hey, don't you live in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's you. It's you that he sent threatening bomb letters to.
Yeah.
No, that was that 1 year that I sent you the emails where I said, "Oh, we're gonna blow this town up," and you were like, "Stop saying stuff like that."
Yeah, yeah. I don't need my. Yeah, it was like 2001. October.
No, it wasn't. It was much later than that.
It's like,
Yeah,
put me on a freaking watch list.
Yeah,
it's a very good possibility.
I just got a picture of the Boston bomber, and it looks an awful lot like Andrew.
The New York Comic Con is October 3rd through October 6th.
Uh-huh.
So now you know.
Oh, thank you.
How much is it to get in? Do you know? Well, you guys are getting a table, right? Or are you just going?
Well, so far we've gotten pro passes, and pro passes. I don't remember what I haven't paid for mine yet, so I'm not sure what the price is. I don't know if it went up or not this year, but
Hey, I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna go check on the
okay.
kid to make sure that see if I can help a little bit. But yo, Andrew,
Yes.
did you get my text about giving me your address?
Yeah. Well, I texted you back.
You did not.
Bet you it's a boomer moment.
Check to see if the text actually went through, because sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Hey, that looks like the guy from Star Wars. Return of the Jedi.
Who?
Which one?
And you know the green pig type guys?
Oh yeah, no.
Jabba the Hutt service?
Yeah.
The
Oh man.
Gamorrean guard or Gamorrean
Yeah.
guard.
God dang it! It says right underneath it, no cell service. Tap to
Told you.
Never went through.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Sucks to be Andrew.
Like, I sure hope it wasn't important. What he needed it for. Actually, my address hasn't changed since the last time he asked for it. So, but then again, I always ask him what his address is every time I try to send him.
And it's Todd.
Yeah, I know.
There's no telling with you two nincompoops.
Yeah.
I'm done trying to help you, both of you.
Okay.
He's decided to resort and kill you.
I just wash my hands of both of them.
You know how many times he said that to us over the years?
About 50 billion?
This week? No, Avery's got plans, man. He's got more plans than I do. He's definitely gonna. You ever have that friend who, you think is a slacker and a lazy ass, and then all of a sudden they do something and they become like rich and famous, and you're like, God, dang it, because they always had it in them to begin with. They just didn't show it to you. You know?
Are you saying that, Avery?
No, I'm just saying. Everybody's got a friend like that.
He said,
I work too much to be a slacker.
Yep. No, Andrew's just throwing that out there as friend wanted. Friend wanted that might be rich.
That's a Craigslist posting.
Yeah.
No, he's trying to imply I'm a slacker.
He's not.
No. I would never do that. Never do that.
Why are you such a spaz? Not you.
Nobody.
The dog.
Your dog's a spaz?
Yes, my dog is a total spaz.
Okay.
She's a shepherd, and the shepherd side of her goes nuts when her kids are outside.
My sister got a new dog. My sister and her husband kind of have sponsored rescue labs, and they've had a couple of them. And they just recently got a new one who was a puppy mill mom, who all she did was have babies, and she's huge. Their dog that they have right now, his name's Kylo. He's huge. I call him Ben, by the way. He's huge. I saw a picture of him laying down on the floor next to this new dog. She's like 2.5 times his size. It's like, man, I can't believe people do this to dogs, you know?
Tank's in the chat, and so is Evan, and Tank says, read the chat!
Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I was busy drawing. Oh, my gosh. Look at all this. Okay, wait a minute. Howdy, brother Eagle. Hail, Raven. Only 2 left out loud. We're in chat. Hello again. Howdy, brother. Hail, Raven. Okay, I think I already read that. Rick stealing my identity and misgendering me, says Eagle. Again, says Tank Ferret. Tank says they're ignoring the chat and won't send me a link. Oh, I'm sorry, Tank. Give me a second. I can do you that.
Andrew, you're the worst.
I am horrible.
Yeah, I just thought nobody seems to be paying attention to the chat. I'll go look.
All they're doing is screaming, read the chat, read the chat. Now I'm reading the chat.
You should just send him a post-stamped letter. He'll read it quicker.
You guys know by now Andrew doesn't pay attention to his chat.
Or his friends or his family.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy has like 1 day a week off. What's he do? I'm going to go to the flea market.
Or how about that time I was having trouble? I hadn't seen y'all in like a week, and I'm like, I jump on in the chat, and I say something poignant, and then a few bars down, I'm like, Andrew, read the chat, and Andrew goes, oh, and Kenny Kodiak's in here. He's like, read the yeah, I know, read the chat, and then he doesn't read the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, Tank, I sent you a link. Oh, good God. Guys, you see I'm busy working here.
Well, Andrew, you really tanked that one.
Are you sure you're not a dad, Rick?
Rick,
I'm sure I'm not, but I'm sure I really want to be. So
I'm fairly certain you've used that one before, Rick. So.
Andrew, have you gotten that?
Yeah, of course.
Have you gotten that stuff done for Manny?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, slacker.
Well, I've been busy.
Oh,
but I did reach out. I did reach out to him and let him know.
I'm busy.
So.
I'm busy. I know you paid me and all for something, but I'm busy. That's cool. It's cool.
Hey, I won't try and ferret out of saying I never used that one before.
You know what, Avery? You're not gonna guilt me at all. Nope.
Oh, yeah, I will.
No, not on that one. I'm doing the best I can. I talked to him. I reached out to him. I let him know.
Who?
That I was going to be working on it soon. And he said that's fine. So you can't rush perfection, man.
I just got to say something to Eagle in the chat. How can you be the only Eagle when you're Eagle 43? Means there's been 42 before you.
Well,
43 is his IQ, man. Come on, leave him alone.
Whoa. You've got 5 fans. One, like they're pretty vital.
Now you gotta write them on
so Eagle up
so he can take you out.
I am about to choke. Why you have 5 friends?
You have 5 fans, dude.
Oh my God.
Eagle knows we love him, man. No, there's no. Just kidding.
There ain't no flying away from this, Andrew.
He says we need to take this to the international courts. I'm sure I'd get into a lot of trouble there.
Well, no, they're talking about me and my character Eagle.
Oh, okay. So maybe he wasn't paying attention when I said something bad about him.
Yeah, Blood Eagle.
All right. Oh,
that'd be a good name for a character.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Blood Eagle. And Avery's like, I call it.
And that's what he does to people. Is he's a vigilante that he gives them a Blood Eagle.
What is a Blood Eagle? A drink?
No, look it up. It's something Vikings did.
Damn it! Now I have to
look it up.
This isn't gonna be like a blue waffle, is it?
No. They split your back open and spread your ribs and lungs out. Your
okay.
back.
Didn't they do that on
That's
Viking?
a badass name.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They went to do it. They didn't do it.
Thanks, saying he can't.
Okay, hold on.
His internet hates him.
Wrench. Eagle says he'll forgive me if I give him a wrench. So, boom, you've been wrenched, Eagle.
Oh, what a wrenching decision!
No, it wasn't hard at all you gotta do is ask. Anybody wants to come in? Anybody wants to? Yeah, just ask.
There's the Red Eagle character.
Oh, there.
Somebody's already got one.
Yeah, Thai superhero film directed and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but he said Blood Eagle.
Huh?
He said Blood Eagle, not Red Eagle.
Oh, I'm dumb.
I would never say that about you.
But I just want to do a book about Vikings, though. Like do Norse.
Oh, dude, that's gruesome. That's amazing. Oh, don't they do that in one of the Saw movies?
Maybe.
Oh, dude, what the? Oh, wow.
Rick, you know why everybody's trying to steal his identity. Oh, Man of Action, how's it going? The shop, it's going. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I had a decision to work with what I had or to tear down the crap that was left up and do it right. And I've decided to tear down and do it right, which means hanging drywall and some other stuff. So it's probably, I had hoped to have the store open by this Saturday. It may, I'm still working on it.
Well, that sounds like you're going to have to pay Avery to help you.
I don't think so. I don't think Avery wants to help me do any of this.
What the store, the flea market stuff?
Yeah.
No, I know. You miss me with that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I just thought putting up the drywall is all I thought. He might pay you out.
Well, my wife reminded me that we have two young men that have.
I might be able to willing to go out there like one afternoon to help him, but drywall or something, that's fine.
Well, I'm going to put up drywall, or there actually is drywall in the store. I'm just going to re-put it back up again because they did not connect it to anything. They just kind of pushed it up against the wall and then taped it together. So, guys, I'm a little bit more self-conscious about the fact that drywall, if you pull on it or you yank it or whatever, it could fall down on top of somebody's head, and I don't want that to happen. So
yeah, it could.
Yeah, so, and for a store that is going to be kid friendly, and I don't want any kids getting hurt with drywall falling on top of them. So
yeah, you don't need to be sued.
So yep, but
you don't need to be somebody's hero by giving them all sorts of money from expenses.
Well, that's why my company is an LLC, a limited liability company, which means if you sue my company, you're not suing me. So, I mean, if you sued me, that's fine, but you're not going to get any money because you don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. I'm not like Donald Trump or Sam Walton. I don't have a whole bunch of money to waste, D says, I hope Feld owns all things blood. Maybe.
I hope you're not like Sam Walton. Sam Walton's in dirt.
Yeah, he's long gone, I think.
Yeah, he's in the dirt.
Actually, one of his daughters, do you know what she collects?
Dirt.
No. Norman Rockwell paintings. Like a huge collection of Norman Rockwell paintings.
I was gonna say little boys' skulls because that family's evil, but okay.
Actually, Walmart didn't have the bad reputation it has until after Sam Walton died and the other people took over.
Yeah, well, that's what happens sometimes. Just imagine what's going to happen to Misfit Corner Comics when Michael takes over. Oh. So you never know. You never know.
Awesomeness.
Guys, I hate to do this to you guys. This is something I was planning on just saving for Fridays only. But my wife has put in a special request for some of my jelly beans, and I told her I wouldn't open the package until I did a Peep Show episode about them.
Are you still doing that Peep Show chocolate everything bad for you thing?
Sometimes, yeah. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's scary. It has actually, I think, well, I lost 3 subscribers on the 11th. And I went, what did I do on the 11th? 11th was Saturday. What did I do on the 11th to scare people away? I put up a Lego video. I put up the first store video. And I put up a Peep Show video.
Mm-hmm.
The Lego one did it.
Don't put the Peep things in their own video. Just do it in a live stream and let it go.
I'm going to do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, okay, fine. But it's awful.
Hey, well, I said I came in for a peep. But I'm not getting peeps. I'm getting jelly beans.
Eagle's out there sharing everybody's YouTube channels. He's included Uncanny Kodiak and Illustration Studio 7.62. Thank you very much, sir. You are a man and a scholar.
Thank you.
Somehow I think one channel is going to be not shared.
Never mind, Andrew. You got the phrase wrong, but
what did I say? You're a gentleman and a scholar, right?
well, you said you're a man and a scholar.
Oh, well, whatever. All right. Oh. Which one of these wonderful I think she put it right on the top. Jolly Rancher Jelly Beans. Nope, wait a minute. That's not it. That's the original flavor. What's the other one? Bitch! I think she stole them. They're not in here. Oh.
That's gotta be in the. Oh,
Give
man.
me a quick second. I gotta go find that woman. I gotta see if she stole my jelly beans. I'll be right back.
If you can listen real close, you can hear a spouse getting their butt beat. That would be Andrew Pride. Yeah,
and it'll be Andrew.
His. His when he rolls up like, bitch, what'd you do with my jelly beans? Pow.
Well,
he's talking. Man, Andrew's getting way too big for his britches.
What do you mean?
He means he's eating a lot of Peeps.
Yeah, he really shouldn't be.
He really needs his Peeps.
Thank you.
Apparently, you guys have some trash on him that he really wants people to know about, but he must die in order for them to hear it.
Oh, crap. Did I not mute myself again? Damn it.
Yeah, we heard all your gritty little secrets.
Oh, well.
We were peeping in on you.
Yeah, well. Hey, guys. All right. Let me put up the thing.
So did she steal your jelly beans?
She sure as hell did. She even told me, she says, I opened it from the bottom of the bag so that the bag's still in one piece. I didn't tear it. So you could show it to people.
If you had super chats, I would send her a $20 super chat right now.
Dee says she's only trying to save your life. All right, everybody, we're going to focus on me for a quick second. Well, welcome to the Peep Show, y'all. We do have Peeps. Like I did mention before, we do have Peeps. We have regular Peeps, but they're no fun. So we're going to do something different. I have... She even folded up the bag. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that great of her? Oh, wow. Man, did these smell good. We have Wild Berry Jolly Rancher Jelly Beans. Does that not sound fantastic?
This is seriously the most boring thing I've ever seen anybody do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. That does not sound fantastic.
Guys, the flavors include wild strawberry. I don't know about you, but strawberry's wild to me. Blue raspberry, Mountain berry. Now, guys,
maybe if you do this in slow motion, it'll be sexier.
You guys have got to tell me what a mountain berry is.
I'll show you a mountain berry.
I don't know what a mountain berry is.
I don't know, but you're pretty much a dingleberry right now.
There's strawberry watermelon.
That's racist.
And raspberry lemonade. Okay, now let me see if we can. Ooh, one of these is brown. One of these jelly beans is like brown. I wonder what color that is. What flavor that is.
I'm not sure you want to know.
We got yellow, which I'm assuming is the raspberry lemonade, or maybe that's what the brown one is. I don't know. Well, let me get out the different colors here. We have a pink one, which is probably the strawberry watermelon. We have a blue one, which of course is the blue raspberry, and there's a green one. Well, no, that looks kind of bluish to me. No, that's blue. Maybe it's supposed to be purple. It looks brown. You know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different. There's 5 different colors here, and I'm okay. I got all 5. All right, I'm good. I found all 5. Not another peep out of you, Rick. Tank, I love you, man. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna start with the yellow one, which is probably the easiest one to identify. This is definitely the raspberry lemonade, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Raspberry lemonade.
Did you ever send Tank the link?
Yes, I did. He said you can't join because his internet sucks.
Oh.
Hey, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you diabetic?
Yeah, we've been... Don't worry, he'll eat some oatmeal later.
Talk about this.
He'll be okay.
No, he won't.
At this point...
Ooh, I'm not a big lemon fan. That's, yeah, that wasn't that good. I think I'm going to avoid the yellow ones in the future.
Well, considering that the yellow ones used to be clear. Just to
let's try blue raspberry and give that a shot, okay? Hey, at least I don't have to lick my fingers. I don't have to. Still going to, but I don't have to.
Oh, we got this.
Can I ask?
Can I ask? Yeah. His fingers. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
This is why we hated the Marshall family.
Can I ask why you enjoy having an audience watch you eat this?
Nah.
I don't know, but ugh, that one was
like he's turning his channel into a feeder/furry channel.
Now I am hoping that the dark red one is the wild strawberry, because that's the one you know what, I'm going to put this, that's going to be last.
Oh no.
Because I think that's the one that's going to redeem me. So I'm going to
go. No, there's no redemption at this point.
I'm going to go with the pinkish one.
I like how Lorenzo talks all this smack, but he came running when you started the Peep Show.
No, I was trying to stage an intervention. By the time I got my mic and my headset in, and I got I literally got in there as soon as he was licking his fingers, and it freaked me out. Sorry if I blasted all your ears.
I believe this is the strawberry watermelon, so I'm going to try this one next.
No.
Okay.
Boo! No watermelon. Watermelon bad.
Oh. Ugh.
Told you I'd be bad.
Oh no. I disavow.
Oh. That was
This
gross.
is awful.
Ah. Ugh.
Blah.
Gross. All right, let's go on to the next one.
This is gross.
This one, I'm assuming, because it's the only other one left other than the red one, is the mountain berry, and it's the purplish. I mean, it looked kind of brownish, but it's purplish.
What the hell is this? What is this stuff?
These
aren't Peeps.
Jolly Rancher jelly beans, wild berry flavored.
You need to watch my stuff. Learn how to entertain this bit better.
This is awful.
Yeah.
I didn't arrive soon enough. Thought maybe he could do like a different scat. Like maybe he could open some comic book boxes since he's got a whole room full of them.
That was really gross, guys. All right.
But no,
this is the Redeemer.
You do have a lot of comic books.
This is the Redeemer. Strawberry. Wild.
He's trying to kill himself.
This is the Redeemer.
Could you imagine that on your tombstone?
Now he's suggesting he puts it on pizza.
Could you imagine that on his tombstone that Andrew he died from eating Peeps and jelly beans?
I'm going to insist on it.
I don't think I'm going to have a tombstone just because of that, guys. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I don't think that turned out very good either.
Oh my God, these are the grossest things I've ever seen in my life. You guys want to know something funny? Remember that bag of Sour Patch marshmallows? I tried them and I wasn't impressed. I took them out to my wife and let her try them. And I went into the bathroom and I came out and she held out the bag to me and she said, "These things are disgusting." And I took them from her and just dropped it in the trash can. You would have been proud of me, Avery. Just didn't even try to eat them later. Just dropped them in the trash can.
I don't think all the power in the universe could make Avery proud of you right now.
Yeah, right now that's
just, guys.
That's a tall order, buddy. Right now, I've never felt more ashamed.
This segment was a bigger mistake than the Hamilton Burr duel.
Jolly Rancher jelly beans. Avoid it at all costs. I wonder why now I know why there were so many of these bags left after Easter. Ugh. Yeah.
Frightening.
Why?
All right, I'm gonna turn my.
Why is this part of your stream?
I did it one time and it was funny, and Andrew doesn't know like when to stop.
Andrew said, guys,
so he beats the ground.
But he is getting a reaction out of everybody, so doing something.
He has 5 fans. He's now scared away 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So I guess that means he's got 2. But
congratulations,
5 of us
fans.
You know, I was about ready to say, well, Lorenzo, Kodiak, and Rick are still here, but I think they're here just to get promotional material for themselves. You know, they all.
This would be the worst way of promoting oneself.
Yeah. This is like channel suicide. Trust me, they're not here to promote themselves.
I know. I just wanted to point out to you guys the Earthworm Jim comic book is currently up on Indiegogo from Doug Tenaple. It's been up for less than a day and it's already reached $82,000.
Jesus!
Oh wow!
Yeah,
fan-frickin-tastic.
I know. I wish I could back it.
I was looking. I just did a really quick look through of what he has available.
You know, Avery,
this is definitely happening.
It's gonna be one of those ones you hate not backing.
Oh yeah, I can't back anything else at all.
Yeah,
nothing else is getting backed by me.
Well, the campaign's running for 60 days. How close does that put that to your birthday?
Months.
Months. Okay. Well,
you know when my birthday is. You can look at a calendar.
I think so. Well, I'm just saying, if I got it for you, I could get it for you for your birthday.
If I was getting it, I would get the $70 tier, the one with everything signed.
Oh, very nice.
Which comes to $100, by the way, after shipping.
Really?
It's well worth it.
Oh yeah, it is.
After seeing what he delivered with a Bigfoot Bill,
yeah,
and he's following the same format.
Yep.
Yeah.
$100, well worth it.
Yeah, this is really one of the few campaigns that really exceeded expectations.
Yes, he way undercharged for Bigfoot Bill. Bigfoot Bill by itself, just that book should have been at least $35.
Yeah.
At least.
Wow. Oh, look, there's a Slee Stacks pack in here. 2 Earthworm comics and 2 Making of Earthworm Jim books for $100.
Yeah, but they're not signed.
Really? They're not signed?
Yeah, he did it.
How much is
the sign?
How much is the book?
The book by itself is $25. The book.
What about signed?
The book in the sketchbook is $50.
Is the book signed by itself for $25?
I think he's going to sign one, but no.
Look at the tiers.
Well, he's only got one option here with the head sketch and signed with a head sketch.
Yeah, but the only thing, that one might be signed, but the regular versions aren't going to be signed. They don't say signed.
There is an original inked Jim page and frame and fame. Oh wow, does that come with making a book, 3 high quality prints?
Your book's gonna end up being like 1,000 times cleaner without him signing it, but it's not gonna be worth as much.
Yeah, I'm gonna back it eventually, but right now I do have the money to back it, but I'm not going to because I'm waiting for Elliot's launch. That's what I put.
Sorry.
That's what I put the money aside for, and I don't need to jump on this yet. I can jump on it later.
You guys want to go in
That's
together
cool.
and get? You guys want to go in together with me and get the original making of cover for $10,000?
Oh yeah, sure do.
I wish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of us. It's less than 2,000 a piece. I mean, you guys got that much sitting around, don't you?
No.
Oh.
No. So what?
Well, needless to say, this absolutely looks fantastic. Everybody should get behind it and back it.
The not signing part is really odd. Wonder why he went that route.
Oh, just to ease up and not. There are signed ones, but just there are ones that aren't signed, so it eases up on what he has to do to deliver. Remember, he learned a lot on the last campaign.
Yeah.
Like the $70 pack with the prints is signed. I think some of the original art tier ones are signed. Sketch ones are signed.
Yeah.
Where the heck did my pay to pick up here?
But I think just the book for 25 isn't signed, I believe.
That's too bad.
Well, if you open up the tier, it might say one way or another.
It didn't, I don't think. But that's all right. We will revisit it in the future. We will. All right, guys. I think. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the sketch that I was doing in my sketchbook. I came up with an idea for a story within a story. Oh, that's right. I was telling it, and then Avery interrupted me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to go back to tell you guys what it was I was doing. I'm designing 3 new characters for a backup story for Hero Book 3, and they are demon hunters, samurai demon hunters. And one of them is a ferret. One of them is it's either going to be a boar or a hedgehog. Not hedgehog, warthog. I went with a warthog in my sketchbook, but I'm not 100% sure I like it. So I'm going to play around with it some more. And then
the
one. Yes.
I was going to say that one sounds like it could be boring.
Somebody mute his ass. I'm just kidding. Love you, Rick.
It's not my ass that's talking. That's your problem.
You guys, you're not allowed to mute me, okay?
Oh, you meant his ass. I thought you said mute the ass.
You know exactly who I was talking about. Well, maybe if I did say mute the ass, I might have confused.
I got confused.
Yeah, okay. I can see how you could easily get confused. But needless to say, I'm working on this backup story. It'll be a really short story, but
building your furry feeder channel.
I'm building my furry feeder channel. Evan Von Scriver says, I was expecting a ferret, an eagle, and a monkey.
Oh, hey, Evan. Tell Raven.
Actually, the third, which I didn't get to, is a tiger. And I spilled the beans there. She is actually an important player in the book 3 story. No, I shouldn't say that. She's not an important player. She makes an appearance in the story, and she's important, but she's not heavily involved in the story. But this is kind of a way to tell you a little bit more about her and her badass kick-asseriness, which I really like. So needless to say, I'm going to be working on these designs. I did the sketch in my sketchbook, and now I'm working on a design outside of my sketchbook because that's just how it goes. So what's everybody else working on? I see Rick's drawing and Kodiak's drawing. What are you guys drawing?
I'm trying to draw Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a silent auction at my church for some fundraising for my missions trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I put in. I'm thinking putting in at least a Dark Phoenix, maybe some of the other characters around.
That's not very Christian of you, do you think?
What?
Dark Phoenix? I mean, that's kind of. Wouldn't that be considered like a
Yeah, well, kids are going to be going to see the movie around
Okay.
around the time it's out, or adults. So there are comic people in there. If you
Well,
know.
I was thinking, isn't the phoenix like a pagan type symbol, or am I totally off base there?
Well, it was originally pagan, but Christianity adopted it because of it dies and then it's resurrected.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a phoenix in Christian tales or anything.
Yeah, neither have I. I don't think, but there you could use that aspect, to.
Firebirds are one of those mythological creatures that societies that never interacted have their own version of them.
Right.
So,
Right.
So it's not just pagan. It's not just this. It's actually
Okay.
goes way back.
Well, I mean, I know we're talking about the comic book character, and we're talking about somebody who's going to be major in a movie shortly. So, I mean, people would have common knowledge of the character. I was just thinking from the point of view of, I don't know, somebody who doesn't know any better might.
Wolverine's Christian.
Wolverine's Christian?
I'm pretty sure. I think they did an episode of the animated X-Men about where he's going to church and talks about.
No, that's with the one with Nightcrawler. He's really unsure. It's more Nightcrawler that's supposed to be Christian or Catholic or something like that.
Nightcrawler's devout Catholic.
Wasn't he? Wasn't there a storyline where he became a priest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
No, short and sweet. Short and sweet.
Kiss the babies for us.
I will, guys.
And I'll
Love you all. Take care, okay?
Take care.
Todd.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Todd.
No, that was cool.
But in that episode, Wolverine had a beef with God, and Nightcrawler sort of, said, "Hey,
Yeah, well,
set him
that's
straight."
Yeah, but I thought maybe he was like kind of relapsed, kind of like he started, like Wolverine started off maybe Catholic, and then he got upset with God, and then maybe by the end of the show, maybe he was Catholic again.
I mean, it's not like Daredevil. It wasn't a big thing. If it was a thing, it wasn't like.
Honestly, I don't remember any stories where it talked about his faith in the comics. So, I mean, if there was, it was just not a story I ever read. So I don't remember reading one.
Wolverine or Nightcrawler?
See, I know like Kitty Pryde is Jewish. They made a big deal about that. Damn, that other than her and Nightcrawler, those are the only ones I can think of that had known faiths.
Yeah. Wolverine might have been raised something somewhat Christian. Having been born in the 1800s. So. Raised then. What has come with it since then? Who knows?
But this one article claiming that he was depicted as praying in a Christian church and seeking advice and absolution from his devout Catholic teammate Nightcrawler on religious topics.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's Catholic or Christian or.
Yes, this is adherence.com. They're trying to get people to.
Who created
believe
Daredevil?
in.
Oh wait, Frank Miller did the Catholic part of him, didn't he?
Frank Miller did not create him, though.
No, I know that. But
no, Stan did. Stan Lee.
Yeah, but the whole devout Catholic thing, did that come around by Frank Miller, or was that already a thing?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it was in there, but Frank Miller focused on it. I think he's the one that really did something with it.
And that's because of I think that's because of his mother too. So
yeah, Born Again was so good.
Yeah. But I don't remember. I don't remember reading a lot of issues prior to that delved into it. So that was definitely something Frank Miller brought to the character. So.
Well, this is interesting. Wolverine also was depicted as praying at a Shinto temple.
Yes.
So maybe he just kind of had some sort of.
Man,
apparently you learned about that about Japanese religion from the Charles Xavier.
No, Wolverine is a trained samurai.
Yeah, he lived in Japan for a while. He actually his one true love is
Marco,
what's her name? Marco, yeah. Mariko, I think is how they say it. But yeah.
Oh yeah, they're mentioning that in this article. It's interesting. I'm not.
I don't think he's of any specific. I don't think they've ever established him as any specific faith because.
I don't think he has a specific one either.
He's definitely a world traveler. You know.
He's been around the block and seen it all.
Seems like he's pretty open-minded.
Well, I don't know if it's open-minded or if it's just whatever fit the story, you know.
Or whoever was writing it.
Exactly.
True. I mean, these characters are really.
Unfortunately,
it all depends on who's writing them and what they become.
Fortunately or unfortunately, when you have a character called Daredevil, some people just want to delve into the religious aspects, you know.
Right.
Or a character that looks like Nightcrawler, you know. They want to delve into the religious aspects, or they want to make it, you know, throw everybody in the loop and, you know, have them be like Christian or something like that.
Well, Daredevil, the religious aspect was really important in the fact that his mother, after giving birth and abandoning him, became a nun, you know. So that was kind of the point of that. I don't think that was established prior to Frank Miller coming in and doing that. So
interesting.
Yeah. But then from that point on, that became a big part of his story, you know. Frank Miller established it and everybody said, "Okay, do it." That's it. That is the end all to be all of Daredevil, is the fact that, you know.
Dude, Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli are so good together.
Oh yeah.
Born Again and Year One are both amazing.
Did they do anything else?
I
know those are the two things we're familiar with, but
I'm not sure. Like if they did, I'm ignorant of it.
That'd be very cool. It'd be cool if they did like independent stuff, you know, or even European stuff or something like that. You know, something that we wouldn't see in the American audience, but they did it somewhere. You know,
David Mazzucchelli's other stuff, I believe, was like that.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking of it. That's like I like Eduardo Rizzio, the guy who does 100 Bullets. He did a whole bunch of stuff for a European comic company. And some of that stuff is absolutely amazing, and you don't see it over here as often, you know, because it was European stuff. But he's got a whole huge library of stuff. That's some fantastic work, you know.
Oh, dude, I was looking up some of Topi's other graphic novels because I was going to see if I could.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, there's one of his graphic novels because he's dead and the books are out of print. It's like $600.
Wow.
I'm like some of his stuff, you can get it at a reasonable price, but there's a few of those graphic novels, dude, that are over $100.
Wow.
They're not. You can't just. They're not in print. You just can't order it.
Not on Amazon, huh?
No, they're on Amazon, but it's gonna cost you.
Oh, okay.
The people.
You guys know who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Sergio Topi.
Only because of recent events. Hanging out at Comicsgate.
I found a book of his art, a hardback book of his art, that was printed. Who printed that? Do you remember? Was it Dynamite or Boom
or something like that?
Yeah. But they discounted it to like pennies on the dollar at Ollie's, and I picked up like 5 or 6 copies of it. I gave one to Todd. I gave one to my daughter. I told Avery about it, so made him buy his own. Damn it!
I've got 2 copies.
You got 2 copies? Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like $1.98.
Yeah, it was like $2 for a hardback book, and this thing's gorgeous.
How do you spell his name?
Toppi.
Topi.
Oh, Topi.
He was actually one of Walter Simonson's influences.
Oh, you can definitely see it too.
Oh yeah, like look at Walter Simonson. You go, oh, that was style so unique. I go cross Jack Kirby with Topi. He's like,
yep.
How's he So he's been he's people have mentioned him recently. Is that probably some sort of thing we should get into then?
What?
Somebody from Comicsgate mentioned him or Anti or something.
Oh,
That's
really?
I don't know. I thought somebody said that.
No, I now that I'm hanging out with a whole bunch of artists, they mention Elliot.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Elliot
It
mentions
looks like he passed away back in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So
he remind
that would have been before Comicsgate officially started. So there
Yeah, I would be
SJWs back then, but
I would be thoroughly shocked if Elliot had not heard of Toby.
Yeah.
You know?
So he's Italian.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. All his books came out as albums.
Albums?
That's what they call those graphic novels. They're albums. Like one artist will write and draw like 1 or 2 graphic novels a year, and that's how they publish their stuff. They don't do floppies.
Wow.
Like, what's that Batman book that came out in 2 hardbacks here?
The Good Prince or the Dark Prince or something?
Yeah. Well, that guy's, he's Italian, right? All his stuff comes out in Europe. And he writes and, like, fully paints, like, 1 or 2 graphic novels a year. And puts them out of his own stuff.
Yeah.
And it's, what is it, Raptors? And one of the other ones, they look amazing. They look better than the Batman book, in my opinion.
I made the mistake of going to Bleeding Cool, and of course they got a bunch of scripts running. I slowed down my browser.
Yeah.
Hey, Commodore, what's up, man?
Bleeding Cool is trash.
Got me in the house.
Yeah, I think Bleeding Cool and Bleeding Fool deserve to switch names.
Yeah. Hey, Commodore.
Yeah, Bleeding Cool has no idea what trash they are. They're on the right side of history.
In the left side of history.
No, they probably know exactly what they are. They're trying to make money.
No, I don't think.
I don't know if they make money.
Yeah, I don't think they're out to make money. They're out to push an ideology. If they were out to make
grants.
No, they're out there putting out clickbait material, so they're trying to make money.
They might doing what? Who buys their ads?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been to the site in a long time. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably got the wrong way to go about doing that. If maybe they had some sort of advisor.
They're probably funded by Big Comics, and Big Comics is subsidized by the state.
Sometimes, sometimes somebody in the marketing department will come up with this brilliant idea that we're going to market towards millennials, even though the millennials are getting older and the Gen Z's the newest generation. That's like, you know, some of them reached 18. The Generation Z, some of them are a lot more conservative than the millennials. I mean, you know, and don't put up with this political correctness. I mean, some of them do. I mean, it's all these generations are varied as far as what different people believe, but these marketing departments think that they're going to go and we get woke and we're going to get all these millennials to. They still think that's the target demographic.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, most millennials are still living back at home with their parents, and some of them that are working aren't getting paid a decent living. And
yeah, that's their target demographic is a 35-year-old living with their parents.
No,
if somebody's, you know, and some people do live with their parents and they're older, and there's not insulting anyone who does, but they probably don't have much money typically.
Well, my kids still live at home with their parents, so
yeah,
but I like my kids. If my kids were anything like Avery, no way. I would not allow him to live at home alone.
Are your kids help you with the rent? Not to rent the mortgage?
Do they help with the no? I don't. Well, I currently, the rent is well taken care of. So
Andrew said that like Avery would be caught dead living with Andrew.
Yeah, I know.
No, if he needed to move in with me, I'm sure we could clean out the shed for him. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't see why I would ever need to move in.
Maybe you could give him the crawl space.
Are you based in the shed, Andrew? Is that where you're drawing? Because it looks like it in the background.
Did you say the rent is paid?
what's that?
Did you just say the rent is paid?
Yeah, the rent is paid.
What rent?
There is no rent, I know.
Yeah.
The house is paid for. There's no mortgage.
Oh, great.
Well, that's good.
So
Are the taxes paid?
Yeah. You still got to pay rent.
well, I don't own the house, so the person who owns the house pays the taxes on it. So
Yeah, but you really own the house. You're just renting it.
no, we're renting it, but our
You're
rent
renting it
payment
from the
is
state.
Are you renting from your wife? Is that the deal?
no from her grandmother.
You're renting your
Oh,
house
okay.
in the state of Florida.
Yeah. Ugh.
No, it is pretty cheap rent compared to like rent on top of rent.
Well,
I'm totally confused with this conversation. There's no rent, but there is rent.
Well, property taxes, isn't that pretty much rent?
yeah, but I'm not the one that pays it. I don't own the house, so
I'm with Lorenzo. 'Cause I
Oh, okay, gotcha.
have rent, and then he did. And then I'm
I guess it's complicated if somebody's
Well,
renting from a family member. There could be some sort of interesting arrangement that
Well, when you pay rent
Minor.
to a landlord, like
comprehension.
it's kind of included in there. Like the price is raised slightly because the landlord has to pay property tax.
Andrew pays his rent in Peeps.
I pay my rent by
God.
being here. Otherwise, the house would be empty and somebody would vandalize it.
Oh, your house setting. That makes sense.
How's the Misfit Corner going?
The store?
Yeah.
It's going very well. It's going very well. Piece by
That's a
piece,
better
a little bit
topic.
at a time.
Now, what's that say on his chest?
Well, I did a quick Google search for the Japanese symbol for Earth, and that's kind of what I went with. I have an idea of making these guys, each of them represent a certain type of element, even though they're not like super powered or anything.
Like Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Yeah, something like
Those
that.
kanji?
More like Captain Planet.
Huh?
What's that, Avery?
I said it's more like Captain Planet.
Captain Planet? Oh, go
No,
away.
it's more like the Fifth Element.
Somebody listening to a radio?
I think it's you.
I hear something in the background. Somebody's watching.
Yeah, somebody's watching something. Hey guys, don't
Well,
get me
it's-
copyrighted.
Could be me, and my mom is probably watching something out in the living room. My daughter's
Oh. Yeah, you can't really do much about that then.
Yeah, well,
if it's here. Hold on.
trying to figure
Turn
out what
it
it is.
down. Turn it down.
See, that's the thing. I didn't want to knock anybody for living at home.
Wow, Rick.
You can't just mute yourself and yelled it. Although that wouldn't have been as funny.
Jeez, Rick.
You're welcome.
Rick's actually like a Gen Xer living at home. Well, so that's. I think it started off with some of the people from Gen X, and then a lot of the millennials, because I think it started with there's not like something happened with the economy where I don't even know if I don't think jobs of the money people get off of working keeps up with inflation. Like,
Well, I think since the 70s, college has been a big scam because of two reasons.
yeah,
The government got involved in the loans, and that increased the price of college tuition because, hey, the government's going to bail them out, so we can just make as high as we want. So that happened, and then there was an over influx of people that are highly educated. So there was a lot of them that had to be the best of the best so they could get the job. Usually, if you say in the 1950s, if you went to college to study to become a biochemical engineer, they would just let you in easily. You could have been worst in your class, you would have been the only dude in town. But say like if everybody, if a lot of people got like degrees to become a biochemical engineer, well then the employers can be very, very picky.
Well, at the same time, like in the 1970s, I know that like Japan, that's when they started making some really good, like they started making like Toyota vehicles that, you know, they're like the bodies would sometimes rust out, but like and you know with like say up in the Great Lakes region where there's all that snow and stuff, and there's that what's that called that stuff that the salt they put down on the road would tear it up, but the engines would last a long time. Because my dad had some Toyota pickup trucks from the 1970s, and the engines would run forever. It seems.
Have you seen the new Camry? The new Camry looks like a sports car because the son, Toyota, he's like, well, why don't we start competing? He's like there's Toyotas in NASCAR and stuff like that now because they're starting to try to make Camry more sporty. That's where my wife is working now. It's Toyota.
Yeah, so Asian companies and European companies started. The Asian and European economies finally recovered from, what was it, World War II on. They were doing pretty poorly, and then they both Japan and Europe ended up getting like really good at manufacturing. And other places in Asia besides Japan. Oh, I'm sorry.
You want something funny? Like Americans buy Japanese cars, but Japanese people don't buy American cars. Do you know why?
Yeah, that too.
No. Do you know why? It has nothing to do with like national pride.
Some of it has to do with like not having the steering wheel on the proper side.
No. That they have that Europe too.
Yeah. You got to fix that.
But
also some of it's tariffs, I think.
No. It's mostly because they're not practical for Japanese people. Because of a lot of Japanese people, they drive what is called K cars, which is like a Chevy Spark.
They drive these like really small vehicles, like
in America,
a truck. It might be a very tiny truck, miniature truck.
So a lot of Japanese manufacturers, they make cars made for Japanese people, and they make cars for Americans. But American auto manufacturers only make cars for Americans.
Yeah, Americans should make smaller vehicles for those markets. You know, American car companies should.
Well, they do for American. Well, not many people buy it in America, you know, and it's hard to predict a foreign market because, like, it's kind of you're kind of being the underdog there. You know, like you have a few things stacked against you.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the so we don't have much of a manufacturing industry here, though. We actually, ironically, we do have those Japanese companies that bought factories that have their factories here, which actually provides some manufacturing jobs.
Hey, Kodiak, I know there's something wrong with your anatomy.
Kodiak, are you on screen again?
Am I?
Yeah, your art is.
I'm white boxing him on my end.
Andrew, Avery, do you know something weird about the anatomy for Kodiak's drawing?
I haven't looked at Kodiak's drawing. I don't know.
The leg is off the page.
Huh?
The leg's off the page on this one.
No.
That's not horrible.
No, it's not horrible, but
I just think, well, one leg's bigger than the other.
What's the identity for the Phantasm? Who is the Phantasm?
Oh, well, it's a girl. I know that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you didn't know that at first because she made herself look masculine.
Well, no, the costume.
Or the costume hid it.
Yeah, and the Phantasm.
A little circle there could be kind of a boobage.
Well, yeah, I guess.
That's exactly what that is.
Oh, let's look at bicep.
It's also the original picture, and that's why I had this shaded in, but I've started putting her boots in, but her legs are, hold on. Her legs are foreshortened. I just got to do some things to make it more foreshortened. When I blacken the lines, you lost that kind of. Plus, I also
look really good. I was just
her right here was originally down like this.
Okay.
When I drew it.
I was about to say, like I was saying, it does look good. I was just busting your chops a little bit.
I've been wanting to do the Phantasm for a while, so I
I like it. And congratulations, Rick, on getting your characters so their legs are on the page today.
And I really do like the shading on the gauntlet, the claw, whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
Did Rick do a sketch today that included the hands, all the hands on the same sketch?
Well, the hands and legs are all where they should be, not off the page today in Rick's stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rick.
Jesus.
Rick had that one really cool Dr. Doom page where he was an amputee.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? That's creative freedom right there.
I do like your shading too.
Hey, and that page is up for sale actually on the auctions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right as Rick was
That's
trying to auction off his Dr. Doom, I think is when he pointed out that Dan was off page.
How did the auctions go? I chimed in for a little bit when when I was still at my parents' house, but by the time I got back home, it was over.
Nobody sold anything.
Oh.
It was Mother's Day, so
Was anybody
Oh,
selling
that'd be
anything
difficult.
for moms?
no.
See, everybody was out there buying stuff for moms. That was the.
Yeah, I was busy that day, so I didn't even tune in.
Oh, I tuned in, but I was at my parents' house. We were actually eating cake. They were looking at me like, "Is your phone talking?" I said, "Yeah, I'm watching a live stream."
You were watching the live stream while you're eating cake, and you're watching on your phone.
Yep.
You-
Do that.
I would go and just ask people like, "Hey, do you want to watch something?" And then watch it on something bigger. Like, do they have like they might not have like a YouTube on a particular device.
Oh well, they have a Roku. We could have watched it on the Roku, but I didn't think about that.
Do your parents still
That's
have?
what I typically do.
What was that, Commodore?
Do your parents still have a tube TV?
No,
Oh.
they have a flat screen. No, they're modern in that aspect.
You want to know something funny? I still have a tube TV. I have
Yeah,
multiple
tubes are great.
Yeah.
Those tube monitors were really good and really high resolution.
Yeah. My tube monitor that I'm using right now, I'm doing on a resolution of 1920 by 1440, which is above 1080p.
Well, I've been thinking about getting a TV for the store that I can hook like a Blu-ray player up to and just watch movies in the store. And I was thinking maybe go into the
It'd be kind of cool if you
if
you put like Batman the animated series on it, and you play the Blu-ray and you hook it up to like a CRT, so it'll be like it'll take up the full screen and like you'd see it in its all gloriousness.
That would be nice. I don't think I have enough room for that though.
Make sure it's bolted down.
There's a store in the flea market. It's a toy store that's been around for many, many, many years. They sell, pretty much everything. And I went in there, and one of the things that they have is the store's air conditioned, which is really nice. So it's nice to go in there and just look around. But they have crap load of stuff. And when I was talking to one of the guys about what I was selling, and he said, "Oh yeah, we got a guy that has a toy store here too." He says they've started with one store and they expanded and expanded and expanded, and now it's this huge ass store.
Nice.
And I mean, if you're looking for a pop, he's probably got it. If you're looking for like a vintage video game, he's probably got it. He didn't have a lot of Legos. I mean, he had Legos, but he didn't have a lot of like the minifigs.
Did he have Peeps?
No, I don't think he had Peeps.
Did he have Steelbooks at least?
He didn't have Steelbooks.
Damn, that place sucks.
And I will have Steelbooks for sale at my store too, because there was a time when my friend Jason, who also collects Steelbooks, was not able to find some of the new releases when they came out, especially when they came out at Target. His Targets would sell out. So whenever a new release came out at Target, I would pick up 2 copies. And if he ended up getting it, then I would just say, okay, I'll just put this one aside. So I have extras of a couple of different ones. Like the Batman Killing Joke, I have an extra copy of that. The Wonder Woman animated movie, the special edition that they put out. I have an extra copy of that.
A lot of media.
And how much are you wanting for these?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the original cost wasn't much more than what they normally cost. So I mean, it's not like I'm going to gouge anybody.
Interesting.
But,
you say you have Wonder Woman?
yeah, the cartoon movie that they put out.
Oh, what's the cartoon movie?
Hold on, I'll show it to you just a second. Let me put on the finishing touches on this sketch. I'm liking this guy's design. I'm liking this guy's design a lot. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I just watched the Justice League versus the Fatal Five the other night.
Oh, I bought it. I haven't watched it yet. Was it good?
Yeah. It's more in Justice League Unlimited style. I think it's connected with it, but they don't say that for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm liking your samurai pig.
Well, thank you.
So they
I
didn't.
can't believe
that
it
was
was
DC
samurai
canon.
pig.
Well, it's probably not.
He really bore down in drawing that.
And that looks really good.
Well, thank you. All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Let me go grab those movies. I'll show you what I got.
So, do Japanese people get offended by like pork images or not?
Why were they?
I don't know. Some cultures don't.
Hey, do you
Don't
know what
like
the
that.
Japanese word for pig is?
I don't know.
I doubt they would. One of the things of the Chinese zodiac, well, it's not Japanese, Chinese, but is the pig. The year of the pig.
Yeah.
So, what did you say? The Japanese word for pig is?
It's puta.
What? Puta? What?
Yeah, that's a Spanish word too.
Yeah, that's a good Spanish word. To get yourself in trouble.
I thought puta was whore.
Yeah, that's
It's part of the
Spanish.
same thing.
A woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships. In Spanish-speaking regions, a prostitute. Informal derogatory. Oh, yeah. Wow, that does get quite a few other. Yeah.
Lorenzo's like looking it up.
Well, I thought my filter was turned on.
Filters. Look at that pig drawing. It's actually pretty good. Don't tell him that.
Okay, I'll tell him you said it sucked.
Yeah, he gets too uppity, man.
Yeah, then he can't draw actual human women anymore.
He's a furry.
All right, guys. Well, I hate to disappoint you, but believe it or
Oh,
not,
no.
I've got so much stuff piled in front of my shelf, I can't even reach them unless I try to crawl over stuff or move a whole bunch of boxes. And
That's a bad idea.
Oh, man, darn.
yeah, I know. It just means we're gonna have to cut tonight short because I don't have steel bookcases to show you. Oh, hey,
Oh, you're just stealing our hearts away.
Oh, it's that Peeps.
I just found some Peeps. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Peep peep hooray! Peep peep hooray!
Combat kids.
All right, this right here is one of 3 new characters. The second one technically I already designed in my sketchbook. I just need to update him. And the third one is definitely somebody who's in my sketchbook already. So this was one I just wanted a new one I wanted to do, and I like him.
I like Even Von Scriver.
Yeah, he's funny.
How do you
Okay.
spell? How do you spell
Looks
one cup?
What did he say?
Oh no! Oh no! It's how do you spell I cup? Okay. I think. I don't know. Either way.
That's like an old elementary school joke, right?
Yeah. Spell I cup backwards. Or no, frontwards. I don't know.
P-U-C-I? No, it doesn't work.
No. Go ahead, spell it.
I'll tell you how you spell ICAP. First you get the letter I, then you get the letter C, the letter U, and then you add the letter P.
Did you just see me pee and laugh?
That tends to be the reaction.
I told him I set myself up so hard for that. I was like, I'm gonna go with it. So you guys know the story behind the Phantasm movie as it came out, like back in the 90s?
No,
like
no.
they released the toy of the Phantasm, and it was a total spoiler for the whole damn movie. And
Oh yeah.
they like tried to rush to pull the toy, but they couldn't do it in time.
Oh, don't you hate it when toys ruin like things in movies?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that happening.
I can think of 2 instances where I was really, really spoiled.
That's cool.
The most recent one was Captain America: Civil War, when the Lego set came out with the battle at the airport, and it had Ant-Man as Giant Man. That was like it's one of those things you knew was going to happen eventually, but to be spoiled to the point where not only did you know when it was happening, it was just
Isn't that what trailers do? That's the whole point of trailers. Is to give
that's normally what trailers do, but that
give away the highlights of a movie.
Yeah, but Ant-Man as Giant Man wasn't in the trailer, so. And the other time I know I was extremely spoiled was, do you remember when the first Shrek movie came out? McDonald's did a
They had Ogre Fiona.
No. They had toys, and the dragon was a girl. It was obvious that she was a girl. She like had lips or something, and she was like puckering or something. So you knew that she was a girl from the very beginning.
Oh my god!
Which was a big spoiler for the movie because the fact that Donkey falls in love. Yeah, I know, man.
Oh yeah.
How can one continue?
Avery, can you think?
This?
Avery, can you think of a time where a toy spoiled a movie for you?
I don't know, but I think
it's never happened.
It's never happened.
Never happened for me.
I don't read into toys that much.
I've never had them spoiled for me ever.
Oh, there was that recent thing with Solo. Remember when Matchbox put out the Effie's Nest car, and on the back of it said she. It identified her as a girl.
Oh,
that kind of spoiled that,
Oh man.
I don't know, but hanging out with you guys, I think I'm becoming a little bit of a sadomasochist because I love hearing Avery squirm.
Evan Von Scriber says Smash Mouth spoiled Shrek for me.
Oh, Shrek spoils
Not by
Smash Mouth
doing
for me.
anything, just by existing.
Yeah, if you guys have never been to Universal Studios and gone on the Shrek theater, the 3D, 4D one where it has smells and so forth, and you're standing in line and they're playing that song over and over and over, and it's almost like a small world gets stuck in your head. You can never get it out.
It's a small. Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Dang
Anytime, man. That's what I'm here for, brother. That's what I'm here
that's one of those things I don't want to talk about is that song and that ride.
Oh, speaking of toys, check out the link.
turned into.
Is that where you left behind a couple of your kids? That's why you're down from 36. You're only down.
No.
I
turn into a. I lose all man credit when I go on that ride with one of my kids. I'm officially 5 years old and tears and all that watching the kids.
Shrek is love. Shrek is love.
You come out of it singing the song, and your kids are like, "What's wrong with Dad?"
Yep.
He has been possessed by the devil.
The devil.
Green devil. Different green devil.
That's funny. Y'all are bad.
We're bad to bone.
Oh well.
Man,
But check
how
out
am I still noodling on this damn thing?
What's that, Commodore?
Check out the Dr. Claw figure.
Let me see here.
Where?
I checked it out. I didn't see anything really about it. I can't really tell what it's like in the package.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Like they tried to teach you to buy it because you don't know what he looks like, and the only way to know what he looks like is to buy the damn figure. And when you buy the damn figure, it just looks like not what you expect.
Oh yeah.
Like, was that from a movie or something?
No,
they showed Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. Yeah.
They actually showed what he looked like on the toy.
Yeah. Well, that's what the toy maker says he looks like.
I don't even know if I want to see this.
Didn't they? But don't they? they've shown him before.
They have.
Or wait, or is that just fan art? Or is it just fan art? Where he's been-
There's all kinds of
Well,
drawings.
they never cartoon the figure.
So they never actually show his face on the show.
Yeah, I wonder if they made a model sheet of him.
I don't know.
Like they made a model sheet of Curare from Batman Beyond, where you couldn't really see her face, but she looks like a skeleton.
Is
Oh,
this
that's cool.
fan art, or is this the actual?
No, this is an actual if you look for a Curare model sheet, that's what she looks like.
No, I'm saying look at my.
What about Inspector Gadget Wiki?
Oh, that's awful.
They're an Inspector
it's awful.
Gadget. Wait,
This would have been better.
Is it Google?
Been better. Look at it.
that's not him.
No, that's the chief. That would have been so awesome to pull.
Oh.
One.
Yeah, it would have been too.
Yeah. But this is just stop ruining my childhood. Everything sucks.
Yeah, that.
Ugh.
Whoa, infinite hole of mirrors.
Ugh.
What's the one that you don't like? Because I was looking at him.
The Dr. Claw figure.
Yeah, but what does it look like?
Google it.
I just
Horrible.
It looks like the physical embodiment of disappointment.
It's that's what it is.
It's given physical form.
So somebody had it on the screen for a second, but I was trying to look it up while somebody did it.
That's a 40-year disappointment, though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I expected them to show the movie character guy and me go, oh, that don't count.
All right. Well, speaking of disappointment, how many of you guys watched Game of Thrones last night?
I didn't watch any of it.
I can't hear you.
Well, all I can say is I'll have none of it.
No. All I can say is I know exactly how the series is going to end now. So.
Is it going?
Rick isn't allowed to watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, I'm only like a season behind, or the beginning of this season. I'll wait till it's over and get it all.
Yes or no question. Is it getting SJW like they're saying, or
No, it's not SJW. It's just crappy. It's.
So the whole thing's falling apart at the end.
No,
Why does that make me happy?
you want certain characters to face certain characters and to redeem themselves, and instead they just screw it up royally. So.
Well, the show has been getting weaker the last few seasons. Like the last couple of seasons.
If you look at the Inspector Gadget Wiki and Dr. Claw, and you if you click on face, you don't see anything.
Yeah, there's nothing there. So.
So even the fans recognize that it's not his face.
Yeah.
This is right. Just leave it a mystery. I like how they.
I thought he was just like some gray-haired old man with kind of messed up hair.
yeah, that's what he looks
Like
like.
Doc Brown, like a fucked up messed up Doc Brown. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this doctor. Oh wait, let me share this one.
No, there's some things that you should never see. Like we never should have seen Cobra Commander's face.
Yeah.
We never should have
When did we
seen
see his face?
Snake Eye's face. Well, they reveal it in the movie. Remember?
Yeah, but is
that's
it
good.
snake?
I think they did do Cobra Commander's face at some point in the comic books
Yeah.
in the 80s.
He's the original Deadpool, right? He has
That's why he should have had like a dead eye scar or something fucked up on his face.
No, they should never ever show.
They always screw up. They have yet to get him right. Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom's face is not mess up. He has one cut on his face. He wears the mask over his face because of vanity.
That's Dr. Claw?
This is just like a fan made thing. That's actually cooler than what we're talking. What we're talking about.
I liked how like in the Inspector Gadget movie where they just like did that like noir kind of lighting where they didn't show his face, then they showed his face.
Yeah. And I always thought,
Yeah, well. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. I did 2 drawings and a Peep Show episode, so we got a lot done this evening. So I want to thank everybody who came out and joined the chat. And tell your mom and your dad and your best friend and your cousin and your nephew to subscribe to the channel because we need more people
Yeah,
subscribing.
because this guy managed to ruin Jelly Bean somehow.
I ruined
Tell your kids, tell your wife, and tell your husband.
Yes,
He managed to find the worst kind of jelly beans imaginable.
Stay away from those watermelon jelly beans. That was just nasty. Nasty.
Tell your husband and
All
your
the jelly beans I've had were always good. I don't know how he managed to find some bad jelly beans.
Well, I got a whole box more of them, so you never know. We might find something good in there.
ladies, tell your husband and your boyfriend.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Kodiak, for coming by. Thank you, Commodore, Rick, Lorenzo, Avery, of course, and Todd. It was good seeing you.
Avery takes you for granted.
No, I named you first, damn it.
I know. He takes Avery for granted. He's
Well,
like, Avery's just going to always be there.
No. See, it's like getting credits in a movie. You either want your name listed first at the beginning of the movie, or you want your name listed last, you know? Because if your name's first, you're the headliner. If your name's last, you're like the honorary, the most important, you know, the highest, the most.
Nice save.
They always say Keanu Reeves, and then they go da-da-da-da-da, and Morgan Freeman, you know? So you either want your name at the beginning or you want your name at the end. Kodiak was at the beginning. Avery was at the end. All the rest is dog crap. And I'm just kidding.
When's Rick's next show?
Yeah, Rick, when's your next show?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
What time's that at? What
5 p.m.
Oh, it's at 5 p.m. now. Okay. That's why you're missing it.
What about you, Lorenzo? When's your next show?
I'm doing my next show Thursday at 9 p.m.
Thursday, 9 p.m. Okay, excellent.
It's going to be every Thursday and then maybe some extra days as well.
Commodore Kodiak, when are you guys going to start live streaming?
Well, I actually tried to live stream, but I ended up being cringy, and I couldn't really hold it myself, and I didn't want to invite anybody.
I was going to do a video, but YouTube won't let me moon the camera for 10 minutes straight.
Oh, thank goodness. At least we know YouTube's good for something, right?
Yeah.
If I go out, that's how I'm going to go out. I'm going to prank all my friends by like just doing a video and just turn and moon it.
Evan Von Scriber says, I want to see this Keanu Reeves Morgan Freeman flick. It's called
Chain Reaction.
Chain Reaction. That's right. I knew there was one. Chain Reaction.
Good movie.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Good night.